So what's good, TMG fam? Listen, welcome back to the channel. Shout outs to that chapter. We're getting into another case today. Bizarre case today. And it's the bizarre case of Samantha Wohlford. Now, just seeing the name Samantha, that's one of those names where it just screams innocence. Now, I know y'all gonna hit me and be like, oh, not all Samanthas. I knew this one girl from back in the day. Her name was Samantha, and she was, you know what I mean? But for me, just seeing the name right off the bat, being in the South, that name Samantha, I've had good experiences with Samanthas. I've never had. So I can't speak for you, but for me, when it comes to Samanthas, you know what I'm saying? So that name kind of makes it a little bit real. But we're going to get into this case and find out what happened to her. All right, so if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Join the fam real quick. Moment of silence for the haters. That's enough. Now run the likes up. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Leave a comment. Let's go.
Hello, YouTubers. I have been, surfing the web like I always do. And I found a video or a story, and it has like a video with it. And I'll post links in the description box. This one's really messed up.
Hey you, and welcome. My name is Mike, and in this old video, we're gonna look at the wacky story of Samantha Wohlford. Samantha, Sammy, was an up-and-coming YouTuber. Gonna be big, is what she thought in her head. Her hunt for success got more, and maybe just a little bit more, desperate. Until she decided to, well, here, come on. It is in Texas, so you know it's gonna be a hoot, maybe even a holler. So, let's give it a go.
Dang, this one gonna hit home for me now, knowing that she was a YouTuber.
Northeast Texas be our home for today, a small community that went by the name Monticello, about 2 hours east of Dallas. And you know the way I like to make a little joke or two about the places my videos are set in, you know, just having fun. There's literally nothing there. There's nothing I can say. There's like 5 buildings and a lake, which bears the same name.
Huh?
Big whoop. So let's move. Actually, I do have one thing to say. And that is that a building, the local power plant, imploded. So there's like 4 buildings in Monticello now. So that's the good stuff out of the way, you know, yippee. But in Monticello, right, lived Samantha Wohlford and her husband, Ernest Ibarra. Now, Samantha wasn't too, perhaps even tree keen on living in Monticello. No, no, I will correct it. She wanted the Wohlford name. You know, bright lights, baby, that's what she was going for. Straight to the top. And she figured, with a busy home life, 5 kids, and a husband who worked 2 jobs, well, YouTube might be the way to get her face out there and seen by the people who, you know, make stuff and whatnot. I mean, take a look. One video. You're hooked.
Hey, YouTubers. I was kind of doing some homework and stuff, and of course I veered off to, YouTube. I really should be in bed because it's like 3 a.m. Okay. What's up, guys? Hey, y'all. I'm not just like, hey, I'm kind of out there. Hey, guys. Hello, YouTubers. Hey, guys. I don't really know what to say.
Her videos are kind of about, nothing.
Hey, everyone. I wanted to say happy 4th of July with a fireworks display.
I mean, she would say they're vlogs and are about her life. I would still say I was correct the first time. It wouldn't be just her own cameras, though, that she would be captured on and be the star of. No. Her shining performances would also be featured on police body cam in 2015. On the 20th of February 2015, she called the police, telling them that intruders, masked bad lads, had broken into her home and kidnapped her husband Ernie out of her bed. They took him off, Lord knows where. Samantha, in the meantime, she was gagged and tied up. No valuables were taken.
What?
Other than Ernest Lee Ibarra Jr., a hard-working young man of 29 years. So, like, how about maybe we just, pop on back to the beginning, real quick, you and I? Ernest Ibarra Jr. was born in late December 1985 in Mount Pleasant, Texas, which is about 10 minutes from Monticello. Mount Pleasant is the nearest big town to work, and get your bits and bobs. He grew up there, went to high school, was a good student, loved books, video games, and computers. A sharp cookie when it came to anything technological. He'd go to a local college after high school, studying what he was good at, and then he would end up getting a job working for a baseball equipment manufacturer. Swing away, hot dogs, ball game, and other baseball terms. And so he was doing pretty well for himself. He was happy out. And then at about age 22, he needed, one final piece in his life, somebody to share it with. And so we enter the star of the show, Samantha Wohlford.
What's up, guys?
Maybe better known via her alias.
He gotta stop making fun of her, man. You know what I mean? Everybody starts somewhere, bro. Everybody starts somewhere in the YouTube space, fam. It ain't all rainbows and sunshine, butterflies, and all that type of stuff. It's not that. So I can't knock her. I can't knock nobody, fam. Your journey is your journey, and you start where you start, and you finish where you finish. You know what I mean? But he keep making funny references, bro. He gotta chill.
Samantha Wohlford.
What's up, guys?
Maybe better known via her aliases, simply Manic, or even Harley Girl. She's crazy and unique. Her Facebook page is largely shut down now, as is her MySpace, but I'm sure when it was up and running, she had some excellent My Chemical Romance quotes on it. As for Samantha, the oldest of three, she herself was born in 1989, 4 years younger than Ernie. By the time she met Ernie in 2008, they met on Facebook, she already had twins from a high school boyfriend. But she was gregarious, always on social media, out on the town, meeting new people everyone knew or knew of Ms. Wohlford. And she would, later, in a YouTube video, describe meeting Ernie as the best day of her life.
I have a question for you, all of my faithful YouTubers. And I really do want an answer. I really do. I was listening to a song earlier by Dido. It's Thank You, but the chorus says, thank you for giving me the best day of my life. I want to know what the best day of your lives is. I can tell you the best day of my life, most people would think was the day my kids were born, and it wasn't, because that was a really scary time. Wow, I've changed the lighting somehow. That's weird. Alright, anyway, so the best day to this point was I met my best friend on Facebook. I don't meet people online. I see all these stories about women meeting people online and them getting killed.
Why do I feel like that line right here is about to have some significance? That I don't meet people online, I don't really do the whole thing, it just sort of happened. Why do I feel like that's gonna come back to bite her? I just got a feeling. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know, I got a feeling about this one.
Yeah, I was freaking out. Anyway, sorry, like this little button came up on the corner of my screen and I pushed it and now my lighting is different and it's making my face look all splotchy.
Samantha and Ernie hit it off quickly and settled into life together. Ernie worked 2 jobs, at the baseball equipment manufacturers, and then he also delivered pizzas just to, have some income. Things were tight. Samantha, she was busy raising, her own twins. And then in 2011, she had Ernie gave her another set of twins. And then in 2013, she had another.
How do you have 2 sets of twins, bro? Sheesh. To go from 2 kids to 4 in that instance is like, that's different. That's you gotta be in the right mental space, or you go mental.
In 2011, she had Ernie gave her another set of twins, and then in 2013, she had another kid. So she was busy, raising 5 children. And Samantha, she had stars in her eyes. In 2010, she started filming videos at home on a channel titled simply Manic 6075. And maybe, hey, if nothing else, on YouTube maybe you can make a few dineros to help with a few bills. That's how it started. That's certainly not how it ended, because the more and more she did it, the more and more she was like... She had an audience of maybe like 10 subscribers, but it became a job to her full-time job. Running briefly through the 88 public videos on her channel, we get a good look at her life. And most of her videos, as I said, they're kind of just really about nothing.
So I was just kind of rambling about bullshit.
Hey YouTubers! Today a lot of shit pissed me off, so you guys get to listen to it. For start... Hey,
I ain't even gonna lie. If she'd have started a video out that I was watching, I'd have been glued to it.
YouTube, I just posted a video probably like 10 minutes ago, and I sat back and watched it, and I missed a lot of things that I wanted to say. So, you get 2 videos! Yay!
Okay, I'm posting a second video tonight, and again, sorry I look like hell tonight. My next video will look better. I was watching on this Mad House. One of the girls on here got voted off, and of course she got pissed off, rightfully so, because it would hurt my feelings and I would get mad if I got voted off too. But she got mad and she started calling the people on this show freaks and really trash talking them, and that really bothered me because I mean, honestly, what constitutes somebody a freak? Me, and I'm ridiculously obsessed with like astrological stuff, so yeah. Ooh, my lipstick's messed up.
With like her reading the news.
And I've been telling everybody the zombie apocalypse was coming, and I'm like freakish about that. I like stockpile crap.
What do you know? We just watched a video about the zombie apocalypse yesterday. So, see, me and her had some things in common.
Canned foods, peanut butter, stuff like that. I stockpile that shit because I keep saying that it's gonna happen. I'm convinced we're gonna go through a zombie apocalypse, and this is a little bit of a confirmation. I'll read it to you. Parts of it. You'll have to go read the whole story yourself. Say headline reads, Miami zombie-like face-eating attack. Okay, yeah, I see that. You better believe I ain't stopping. I'm gonna keep rolling on. Do you believe the zombie apocalypse? Jesus Christ, I can't say words tonight.
Or topics like 15 weird things about me. Fact number 1, nobody cares.
I am completely obsessed with vampires. I think they're amazing and beautiful and awesome, and like I love vampire movies. Of course, I'm not a big Twilight fan. I don't like Twilight.
At one point, she encouraged her viewers to vote for her to become a Maxim girl.
I went from not playing games at all to becoming ridiculously obsessed. Like I'm really into the old school games like Mario and the whole Luigi. That's like the bomb.
And she would also do some interesting reviews of movies. And then talk about other things too.
Hey guys, it's been a while. I've had things going on. But today I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of a controversial topic. A little bit. It's actually a pretty controversial topic. Abortions.
Give me your thoughts and opinions on it. I know this is probably going to cause a bunch of like controversy, but I just want to speak out on what I believe is right and what I believe, should happen.
Ooh, Samantha, keep it light. See, yeah, over the years, more and more of, what started out as just these fun little vlogs, I think she began to take herself rather seriously and had serious opinions on serious issues.
So my brother talked me into doing the cinnamon challenge, and I don't know why, but I'm freaking out. Not much freaks me out, but this spoonful of cinnamon is freaking me out. My pulse is racing. Man, I'm shaking. You see my spoon shaking.
Before this happens, if you've never tried the cinnamon challenge, everybody's about to spit out cinnamon, bro. Me and my sons did it. You cannot swallow it. It's like listen, bro. Watch. Everybody's spitting it out.
You know, she hasn't got like the worst
Told you.
personality in the world. Actually, scratch that. You haven't got to what we're going to get to. Even Ernie would feature in a few, kinda unwillingly. So that was Samantha and Ernie. They went through troubles, don't we all? But by and large, they seemed happy together, though money was getting tight and the house was getting smaller and smaller.
Alright.
So do y'all see where this seems like it's going? Just like he just kind of threw out, like he's like, even, I think his name Ernie or whatever his name is, he participated unwillingly though. Unwillingly, he participated, right? So what it seems like to me is he's about to start growing resentment towards her for him working 2 jobs, busting his behind trying to get food, and him thinking she's doing nothing but YouTube videos all day. And that it's gonna, what I'm seeing happen or unfold is like it's gonna drive a wedge or jealousy or whatever happens with him. I don't know.
I love you guys. Bye.
Happy, kinda, sorta, because over time, as I said, Samantha began to treat this more and more like it was her full-time job without getting full-time pay. And Ernie, who was busting his balls every day, would have rather she got just a regular job. I mean, she was taking this so seriously, she kind of...
You're gonna say it's like the exit sign. You seen this coming a mile away, bro. You know when to get off. You saw this coming, man. He was setting it up for us.
Stop paying attention to the kids, the 5 kids that were running around. Eventually 5 kids.
What do you think of me making YouTube videos? Well, I guess I don't mind. Takes up a lot of time. She really tries to put a lot into this, guys.
She played with a few different intros. The production value skyrocketed. Actually, okay, this one's pretty cool. It's got wolves. She was sharing everything with people, and maybe some things Ernie didn't like her sharing with anonymous strangers. Sharing too much. I mean, their kids are in a shitload of videos, so yeah, Samantha, some things you keep things to yourself. Have a bit of privacy.
Asshole of a dad with me. Don't get me wrong, I love the boy to death. But he and I have a lot of problems. Like, of course, I love him to death. We have kids together. But he and I have a lot of problems.
This is just a video, I guess, trying to tell you, learn to appreciate the things that you have in life. You don't really know when it's going to be the last time you...
Things aren't going to get better with that attitude. Eventually, Ernie, he moved out for a few months. And when he came back, that's when baby number 5 was en route, ETA 9 months.
That's a little... Yeah. No, I'm not exactly excited about this.
Oh man, I know that feeling, but bro, when it come out of nowhere, you wasn't. I mean, you should be expecting it, but listen, if it was one thing they knew how to do, bro, they knew how to have kids. Nobody can ever, and she fertile, bro. I wouldn't even, if I was him, I wouldn't even like be standing in the, like she can probably get pregnant off of a back rub. Like, don't rub her back. Fam, 2 sets of twins and now another kid. 5.
So I have been on birth control.
Something which didn't stop Samantha from puffing darts at 32 weeks of the duff. And it would have been around the time of this posting that Sam and Ernie got hitched. I'm sure their mother was baiting it into them.
Pray to God every night that they will both stop being stupid and just do it.
But as we see time and time again, things don't. As much as people think they will, they don't change. Baby, it's not going to change. Getting married, not going to change. And Sam then began to tell people that Ernie was hitting her. He was abusing her. Now, she never really had any proof that he was, but she was saying it. Her last video, or last video that's still publicly available, was posted in May 2014, talking about morning issues and being a mama.
So there's your little daily tip. If you've got young kids, put their clothes out the night before. It'll help a time. Bye, guys.
It was 9 months after that video was uploaded that Samantha would be seen on camera again. Body camera, up at.
What's your emergency? I have a home invasion. My niece is tied up. She's tied up? He is tied up and gagged.
The hard-working 29-year-old dad of 5 had been taken. Where and by whom? Unknown. The police arrived after Sam's aunt did. She was the first to arrive as Sam called her before she called the police. Sam's aunt arrived, she unbound Samantha, and then one thing she thought was weird that was in the house that was in a tip, was that the 5 kids were all sleeping in the one room, when they usually slept all over the place. Of all nights.
So, walk me through what happened.
I don't honestly know what happened. I was in bed asleep, and we heard a noise, and the second I was able to open my eyes, somebody grabbed me and jerked me out of the bed and slammed me down on the ground and started tying me up.
Didn't recognize anything about...
They had black masks on, black shirts, black pants. Every inch of skin was covered. And when they dragged me downstairs, because they had him downstairs and they were separating us, I went downstairs and his face was covered in blood.
Do you know what they were hitting him with?
A gun.
Samantha had been tied up, gagged, and when she was freed, she relayed to the police what happened during the home invasion. 3 men, dressed in black, wearing masks, came in and took Ernie and hog-tied Sam, turning the house upside down. The police, straight away they had nothing to go on, and Ernie was not the type of person, who's a quiet guy, wouldn't be involved with the people who would usually be involved with this. Sam was then brought into, the police station to see if she could remember any clues, even the smallest thing could be the key.
It was all guys. I don't remember hearing a female voice. And to me, just a bunch of shut up, don't make any noise, don't make me have to hurt you, blah, 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 and hold still, hold your hands together. I was trying to be as cooperative as possible because I didn't want to die. I'll do whatever you say, just please don't kill me, I got kids. And slam me down on the floor face down and press the blade that he had against my throat. And they kept hitting him, Every time I kept tapping things around his head because my eyes were adjusting at this point. And I'm able to see more. And then it got...
Wait a minute. Are you meaning to tell... I'm thinking it was him that did something to her. Did she have something done to him? And is now faking like they were robbed and he was kidnapped or whatever, taken hostage? Because I'm not really buying this story that she's puking out right now. This whole mess that she's spitting it, this garbage that coming out of her mouth. And if I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong at the end of the video if it flip-flop. But right now, things are starting to feel like this chick lying.
I hid down the stairs and left me upstairs.
And guess what? She had a suspicion.
And who is this guy?
His name's John.
John who?
His Facebook is Rebel. John Rebel.
Yeah, say he's going to
handle the situation.
When did he tell you this?
Yesterday.
Where at?
At the hospital.
So you remember how Sam had been telling folk that Ernie abused her? Well, maybe a guy learned about this and he was none too happy. The day before, she'd been talking at the hospital with a friend, and a John Rebel was in the room, and he didn't like what he was hearing. John Rebel, love it. Mr. Incognito, the ghost, Southern James Bond. So Ernie may have made this guy's shit list, apparently. So, over to the hospital to see if they could find this rebel with a cause. They caught one guy who matched the description of John Rebel, real name John Sanford, and took him in. A few minutes later, John's brother-in-law, a Jose Ponce, was also arrested. Wait, what? See, John and Jose, as soon as they saw the police essentially walk into the room in the hospital, they immediately, surrendered, right? Yep, you got us. They said, yeah, we were the ones who broke into the Ibarra Wohlford house, and we took Ernie. Sorry. It really was that simple.
What?
They then, with Jonathan Sanford, he would then take to the police to the woods to say, okay, this is where I last seen Ernie. It was that quick.
All right, now I'm completely thrown. I'm confused. I thought it was him first, then I thought it was her. Now I don't know what the heck is going on. They just show up to the hospital and these dudes, after speaking, I'm still leaning towards her, that she did it or had them do it, or they collectively did it. I don't know. But what the heck is going on?
And Ernie was found naked and dead. He'd been shot dead.
Definitely did. Okay, what we need to do now? Oh yeah, he's dead. He's not gonna be alive.
There was a third man involved, an ex-army soldier named Octavius Rhymes, friend of the other two. He ended up being caught relatively quickly at a traffic stop. Jonathan Sanford was one of the masterminds here behind the plot to kidnap and then murder Ernie Ibarra. The other mastermind was Samantha Wohlford.
Boom! Boom! Her story, it sounded fake, bro. I wasn't buying a little crocodile tears coming in your eye. I wasn't buying none of that. None of that. Bro, y'all got a kid on the way. You got a kid on the way. Y'all got a set of twins. You got 2 sets. And you just, after putting all your business and your life on YouTube, I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. That don't make no sense.
She was explaining to me how he treats the kids and all that. If I ever see it, or if I happen to be around, or if I ever see her with bruises or the kids with bruises, that. So yeah, I said I'd whoop his ass. I did say I'd hospitalize him. I'm gonna put you down and make sure you can't come back up and whoop my ass, and I'm walking away.
John was the boyfriend of one of Samantha's friends, and she had told him all about the abusive Ernie. Sam then asked if...
No, she didn't lie to these people and get them riled up to kill this dude, did she? Oh, this chick here is just...
John and Octavius could take him out of the picture. The original plan was actually not to kill Ernie, it was to set him up by placing meth in his car, right, and then calling the police. So one day, Octavius, John, Sam, and her children all drove to a meth head's house and bought meth. Sometime after, they had a change of heart. Then John said to Sam, you know, we could just kill him. She asked if John was serious, and he said to her, just leave your front door unlocked. The 3 men then walked into the house at about 12 a.m. Sam just popped out of bed, and then they beat the shit out of Ernie and placed him in the car. They then tied up Sam. They also kicked in the door to make it look like a forced entry. It was Jose Ponce, they would say, who actually killed Ernie. See, then the kidnappers, you know, when they were taking Ernie away, they also took Ernie's phone with them. I'm not entirely sure why. So when the police arrived, you know, in the wee hours that morning, one of the first things they wanted to do was ping Ernie's phone to see if they could track where he'd been taken.
They took his phone too.
So he's got his phone?
No, they have his phone.
That's what I'm talking about.
So they would say that to Sam, trying to calm her down, I guess, you know, hey, you know, we're doing our best, we're trying to find him. And Sam would then ask if she could have her phone back.
Hey, this is what we need to do. I need to do an emergency phone ping. And I've got the cell phone number.
Can I call my mom?
Yeah.
Are they getting anything off his phone?
They're trying to right now, so.
So far,
they haven't heard back yet.
Cell phone records would later show she had texted this to Octavius, saying, kill his phone, shut that shit down, and then texting, ditch phone, move.
I put it on my kids' life. I have not done anything.
Well, you just lied on putting it on your kid's life there, YouTuber. Huh? Cash me outside, girl. Like, what? I think people think when they hit the little, you know, the little delete button for a message that it poof goes away, but it poof doesn't. It doesn't. It stays in a cloud somewhere or somewhere for them to retrieve it. It doesn't go away. Remember that, people?
I didn't have it done, and I did not do anything.
Samantha denied everything. She was the only one that did. She was arrested on the 23rd of February. The only motive that really ever came up as to why she would want to have her husband killed was that he was going to divorce her and take the kids with him. She wasn't going to have that. She did love her kids a lot. So yeah, Ernie was then kidnapped and murdered. Young guy, hard-working guy, just wanted to provide, and reasonably wanted his wife to pull her own weight. Samantha pleaded not guilty and received 50 years in prison for aggravated kidnapping and 99 years in prison for murder. Octavius Rhymes, he pled guilty to kidnapping, not guilty to murder, and got 98 years in prison. Jonathan Sanford and Jose Ponce both pled guilty to everything, and both got 50 years.
Dang. Well, I guess she got the it wasn't the grand old YouTube ending that she was looking for, but yeah, she's famous. This video shows that. It's 1 million views on this video with her face in it, so she's known.
And so yeah, that's the, I would say it's pretty bizarre story of Samantha Wohlford. Hey, if that tickled your fancy, you could write to Samantha today on jailbabes.com. Who names this shit? Let's see what she has to say on her personal ad about herself. Kind of like a YouTube video. There is never a dull moment with me. This is exactly like one of her YouTube videos.
What's up, guys?
I am a caffeine-addicted Mormon who loves to laugh and enjoy life to the fullest. I love to meet new people. It's always quite interesting getting to know people from all walks of life. So never think we'll be ill-matched. I'm not judgmental. I have a passion for anime, manga, cosplay, cosmetology, literature, gaming, and enjoying those I love. I enjoy the outdoors, that's ironic, and nearly every animal, cats being the best, obviously, lol. I'm a bit of a nerd, but I'm fun. I'm trying to learn Spanish, and I'm nearly fluent in American Sign Language. I enjoy long conversations.
And I'll have you killed.
I'm a bit of a talker, lol.
And I'll have you killed.
The greatest gift anyone could ever get me will always be a book. I absolutely love to read.
And we'll have you killed.
I work hard so I can play harder. Write me so we can play together.
Or killed together.
You won't be disappointed. Well, if writing you is anything like your YouTube videos, I'll surely be impressed. In her defense, I
was wondering why he was going so hard on her, but now I know why. It makes sense now. But again, I was like, come on, man, you can't knock anybody starting out on YouTube, bro. But now I see why he was riding her so hard, bro.
Cringe harder watching my own videos than I did hers. So.
Wow. I did not see that coming. In the beginning, I thought it was dude gonna get mad at her for always doing YouTube, you know what I mean? Not pulling her own weight. But brother just wanted to take care of his family and get a little help. And she lied. Told some people he was beating her. And then ultimately had him killed. Do you really know who you laying next to? I'm gonna leave on that note right there, man. Y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought of this. This was bizarre. Till the next reaction, I'm out. Peace.